This is Linda Medeiros with What's Linda Cooking. We're at the Council on Aging today, and we're taping, obviously, for ORCTV. I am excited today. Well, it's the day after Mother's Day, so that was good. I just came back from vacation. That is always good. And I am making just a spaghetti with roasted tomato and basil sauce. And I'm also doing some grilled chicken with it too, because we couldn't have it like totally vegetarian, sorry, raw. But that's what we're kind of doing today. Water is going, and I'm doing a linguine. So I'm going to put that water up. And I'm doing linguine, so it's going to take a little bit longer for the linguine. I like linguine. I also like angel hair, but for this one, I thought, yeah, nice substantial linguine. So I'm going to salt the water here. And yes, there's a lot of salt going in here, and that's okay. That is okay. Usually people here are like, oh, when they see how much salt and how much, but it's like for 30 people. So it's a lot of people that we're feeding here. So we're just going to put in, I've got about 3 pounds of pasta. That's what I'm going to try for. There we go, there's one. And at home, you probably just do 1 pound and still have some leftovers. I always like to cook a little extra myself. Are you the same way? I like to cook a little extra. Because my husband Michael and my daughter Jewel will take it, and my daughter Victoria also, will take it to work the next day for their lunches. So that's what I do. I always make extra the next day. It gets packaged up into lunches because they don't mind eating leftovers, especially if it was good. So we're going to put this in here. Hopefully that will come up to a boil quickly. I'm going to use my tongs. These are, if you don't have good tongs, get good tongs, because it just makes it a lot easier to do things like this in the kitchen. So we're going to let that come up to a boil and get it a little al dente, hopefully. We'll get it al dente. And now we're going to heat up my skillet here. Now I have a non-stick stainless skillet, actually, and I love this skillet, and you're going to see why in a minute. So we're going to make a little bit of chicken. Well, let me see. This is the hardest part of this job right here. There we go. And I've got my oven on because we're going to be doing those roasted tomato. So why don't I'm going to heat that up. But I want to switch a little bit to these roasted tomatoes. So I also want those to go into the oven. And I've got the oven on 500 degrees, okay? Because we want these to roast really quickly. And normally I would do half the size of the pan, but they don't have any small pans here. So I've got my garlic here, and I am going to throw some garlic in here because I want very, very thinly sliced garlic. So I have this nifty little thing to do that for me. Isn't it cool? Because you know what? I can't. Yeah, you have somebody who has all of the latest gadgets and all of that. I do too. It's the nature of my job. I have everything. I have the best stocked kitchen ever. Now, if I had all the room, I need to add on a wing to my house. That's all. Okay, so I'm going to put a lot of garlic in here. And this is going to cook very, very quickly. So we've got that. I'm just going to take this without getting myself cut. Okay. So look at all that nice garlic. Oh my gosh. And if we had smell-o-vision, you would be smelling all of this, and it's so darn nice. So we're going to put some olive oil on there. And a little bit of salt and pepper. Thank you. And a little bit of salt. Now this is going to go into a 500 degree oven. They do not have a broiler here. Normally, my hands are going to be nice and soft after this, with all of this. Normally I would put it underneath a broiler, but they don't have a broiler here. So I'm just going to throw it in there for probably about 10 minutes. That's all it's going to take to get this nice and not really charred, but soft on that 500 degrees. So we've got that going in right here. So let that go. Now we're going to turn to our chicken. What I did was I got some, just some chicken breast. And I'm going to season this up. And I cut it because I want them to be a little bit thinner. So you can get chicken tenders if you want. I find chicken tenders, a little expensive sometimes. These were inexpensive, so I just cut them. And I got the ones without all of the, how some of the chicken gets injected with the solution. I got the ones without the solution, okay, because I don't want so much water coming from them. And I'm just gonna season these up. And I've got a little bit of sweet basil rub, which is my sweet basil rub. And then I've got a little bit of garlic and herbs. I'm gonna go with them, okay? Now, if you don't have these rubs, just get some sweet basil. I'm gonna tell you these are the better ones, but and maybe some, some just garlic and herb type rub. And we're gonna put these down, seasoned side down. Hear that sizzle? And we are just going to saute these. And I'm gonna have to season the other side of these. And this is a little bit off, so I'm gonna put that down because I want these to be in the oil. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, so those are going to start sauteing, but I want to season a little bit more on top, okay? Now, the reason why I want kind of like a stainless is at the end, you're going to see me make a little bit of a pan sauce, okay? And that's going to go in. It's going to take all those little bits of what we call fond. Y'all know what that's called, the fond? But it sticks to the pan, okay? That is called fond. And that is what makes your incredible it's pan sauce. So when you add liquid to it, it makes a pan sauce. Now at home, I'm going to use wine, okay? Because I have wine at home. Not that there's a problem with it. Yes? Some more?
Recipe.
Oh, recipes? This recipe, by the way, I'm going to make some copies of this later, okay? Oh, do you want to make copies now? Okay, great. I'm going to, because I don't need this recipe. I know this by heart. I don't need to follow it. But I am going to have this recipe, by the way, on my my Facebook page, on my website, www.facebook.com/wahtslindacooking. No spaces, no apostrophes, okay? So it's www.facebook.com/wahtslindacooking. So that fond, going back to that fond, it's the little bits that stick to your pan, okay? And that, when you add liquid, it cleans off the pan, but it infuses that liquid with the flavoring that was left behind. So that's why when you go to a restaurant and you have like a steak and they have a nice pan sauce, or you have some chicken and they have a nice pan sauce, that's why it tastes so great, is they're deglazing and using all of that flavor to go into the sauce, okay? So you want to use that to your advantage. So we're going to mix this up a little bit more. As this is actually, because this has been going for, a little bit, this is almost done. Here we go. Now, I'm going to turn these over. You're going to see a lot of nice flavor. Yeah, oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can see it back there, but these are seasoned to perfection. That one needs a little bit longer, but that's okay. So we're going to season those right now. Okay, now I have a little bit more made, so I'm going to take that out. I'm going to show you how I made that sauce. Okay, so let me take some of this because by the magic of TV, I actually have some sauce made. Okay, and this is just these tomatoes. That were already roasted. So they come out looking like that, okay? Look at how beautiful that looks, okay? So we want to season these up a little bit more. So I'm going to put a little bit of sweet basil in it. I'm hoping you can see this. That's hot, by the way. I'm going to put a little bit of sweet basil. And a lot of times, I don't know about you, but I get sweet basil in the plants sometimes. I think you've seen me here with the plants. And I just take the leaves off, then continue to water it, and just leave it on my windowsill, and it just keeps growing. And basil and herbs are one of those things that are so easy to grow in your garden. And it makes a huge difference in your cooking, is when you have the those fresh herbs and stuff like that. See how I kind of just, I don't know if you can see it, how I just cut that? We're going to put that right in there. Building these flavors. A little more salt, a little more pepper. And I'm going to also use a little more, just a little more, olive oil. Because how can that be bad? A little more olive oil. different ways you can smash this up. You can use like a fork and stuff like that, but I like to use some kind of a chopper, and these are my salad choppers, and this just squishes everything up. And I'm actually going to use a little more basil in there. I've got some basil right here, because that's going to be some great flavor. And it's going to add some great color. Now what I love about this recipe is, say you want to bump up the, the veggie factor in this. Like there's not enough with the tomatoes and things like that. Why not add some spinach in here? Wouldn't that be great, just to add some spinach in here, fresh spinach, and just let it wilt right in here and add it to your pasta. This would be a fabulous recipe with that. So look at how this is. Now, how many people grow tomatoes? Anybody grow tomatoes? Nobody grows tomatoes. Oh my gosh. Tomatoes are one of those things that I absolutely love to grow. Because I can go out there in my garden and just eat them just straight from the garden. Now, when you get this, I used grape tomatoes for this, but you could definitely use the 100 cherries and things like that. And just do this at home. I mean, you don't need a jar of tomato sauce to make a fabulous sauce. Just these fresh tomatoes, and that's what I love about it. The other ones I use are the plum tomatoes or the Roma tomatoes. Those I would quarter and put them and do the same exact thing and make them that way. Or you could use the vine tomatoes, but I have to tell you, I think there's a little bit too much liquid in that to actually make that work. So you can see how this is just making a fabulous tomato sauce. So let me switch back to my chicken. I'm going to do this side a little bit more. And my pasta. I'm going to actually use another thing because I was getting myself burnt a little bit. This pasta, believe it or not, is almost done. Almost done. Okay. Just a couple more minutes. Let's see how this is going in here. And what you want to do after a couple of minutes, oh my gosh, you're going to shake the pan, and I want to show you how these are coming out. Look at how nice that is. And actually, I'm going to say these are done. I'm going to shut that down. I'm going to put these back in here. Look at all that goodness. Oops, you can't see it on camera. All that goodness. The garlic and all of that is going right in there. And you definitely want to use fresh garlic. Can you smell that? Oh my gosh, does it smell amazing? Okay, so I'm going to throw this over here. Now, one more thing I want to do. I'm going to chop this up a little bit more. And it's okay if it doesn't all get chopped up. It's okay. It'll just, people get some whole tomatoes, they'll love that. Okay. So that is all good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these chicken right off. Because that looks like it is done. Move this on here. So you can see it. That over there. Thank you, my dear. Now, we've got some bits in here. Now, my daughter's boyfriend, if I was making this and he was coming over, I'd add a little bit of red pepper flakes to this, and it would just add some nice heat. So, I'm going to shut this down because I really don't need the heat. The pan is hot enough. Okay, so I'm going to show you. See how this... I'm just going to add that and bring up all of those little bits, and you can then see how this is making a fabulous pan sauce to go along with the pasta. And I'm actually going to throw it right into this because it's going to add to that tomato sauce. And that just made it so that Rob can't have any of that. Okay, sorry, Rob. My niece is vegan too, so she would be like, oh, Auntie Linda, you just ruined the entire thing. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, so we're going to serve this with a little bit of salad, because we need a little bit of veggies in here. So all I have is our spring mix, and I always like the Olivia Organics. That's the one that I like the most. And you know, just a broccoli slaw. I don't know if you can see this, but broccoli slaw has the onions, the broccoli, cabbage, and things like that in there. And then some red onion, just because I am a fan of red onion. I love red onion, and I know sometimes it's a little bit strong, but I find that that's, you know, the best one for a salad. So we got a little bit of balsamic vinegar, okay? And I also, one of my favorite vinegars now is the white balsamic too. Has anybody tried the white balsamic? Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's got a very mild kind of flavor to it. So then we're gonna add some olive oil, and I do about double the amount of olive oil as we do vinegar, okay? Maybe a little bit more. And then, I know people get upset with me about this, but we need sugar in here because it just doesn't taste as good without the sugar. And all the diabetics are probably saying, don't, no. But you know what? I don't use a lot of packaged stuff, so I don't have a lot of excess sugar. As you can tell, like if you had made, had a jarred tomato sauce, there would have been sugar in that. When you make it fresh, it doesn't have any of the sugar and stuff like that. So then I'm going to add a little bit of onion and garlic to it. And I just use the powder to this. So we're just going to put that in. Just a little bit. Because I like the flavor of the balsamic and the olive oil in my dressings. And we're going to put a little bit of that in there. Whoop, if it can go. There we go. A little bit more. Okay. Then we're going to whisk this up. If I can find my whisk, here it is. Oh, a little salt and pepper. Let's put some salt and pepper in here. There we go. And my pepper, fresh ground pepper. Why? Because in the can it could be branches and leaves. When you have peppercorns, you know it's peppercorns. So we're going to whisk this up. And it's going to emulsify. I'll say that word again. It's going to emulsify. I like that word. And get a little thicker. And we're going to add this right into the salad. And then toss this. Let me get myself a thing of tongs or just see if I can find tongs. I'm going to use them, but they're not good. Okay, so we're going to mix this up. And this is going to go along with, and you know, our pasta, because I always like to have a little bit of veggies when I'm having pasta. So we're going to put this on a little plate next to it. And I like the spring mix, or sometimes I will use spinach. I use spinach a lot. Now I'm going to go plate this up. I'm going to show you how we plate this, because this pasta is al dente. So we're just going to take this. And again, I love the tongs like this because this is going to be, by the way, this is always Carol's, my sous chef over there. Carol and Jackie are my sous chefs. They're the ones who are always helping me. So I'm going to spoon this deliciousness right over. And then I'm just going to take these right here. And we're just going to cut them. Just like this. Just like that. And I'm like whispering so you can't hear me, because I don't know why I need to whisper. We're going to put these right here, right there. A sprinkling of Parmesan. And then a little sprinkling of more of the basil. So this is my pasta with a roasted tomato sauce. And we threw in some chicken. Now, what I love about this recipe is, you know, say shrimp is on sale. Why not do shrimp? What if scallops are on sale? Why not do scallops with this? Or pork. You can thinly slice your pork and put that on the side. So it's just very, very, you know, it's like the non-recipe recipe. You can add whatever you want to this. That's what I love about it, okay? Just roast those tomatoes, make it easy, and then just throw it onto pasta. So again, if you do want this recipe, just go to my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/wahtslindacooking. Like that page, I have a lot of different recipes. I also have a VIP group, which is, of course, What's Linda Cooking. I have a lot of things there too. And you know what? If you are looking at me and saying, gosh, I could do a better job than Linda Medeiros, then you know what? Come down to ORCTV. We have a great test kitchen there. You can come in. Rob will help you, and you can do your own video. We would love to have you here. So again, this is Linda Medeiros for What's Linda Cooking at ORCTV. We're at the Council on Aging. I am here once a month, so come on down and you can try the yummy food that comes out of the kitchen, and let me know how you like it. Thanks so much, and bye for now.